I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system. Had to breach it. That's mission impossible. Mission completed. Salute when you see me. Yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me. I want you to need me. When I this face is feeding.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love now. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Love. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd and 10, Love. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Going back to Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Being chased out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there on the run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Play action this time with Love.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These two teams all tied after 1. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jackson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's got room. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
McCann for the point after.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Fields now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and a yard. Fields escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. They snap it to Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and very short. Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it.
This one swung out here to Jones.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding them to a short gain.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Love.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a diving catch right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Love, they go play action now. Steps away to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Fields. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And it's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Off play action, Fields.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one, 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Finding room inside the 40. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 19-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Montgomery.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw now, here's Love. It's caught here by Adams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties in with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
2nd and 11.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Love. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Jones again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Love throwing for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
On play action, Fields.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Back to throw.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we to let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here at OT. They're going for it on 4th.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a 1st down and then some.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Working out of the gun, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Love. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters,